Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate General Civil War. I'm sure some of you are wondering where the promised episode of To End All Wars is. Today was supposed to be the first episode, the first real episode. We had sort of a planning episode, but today was supposed to be the first real episode of my look at To End All Wars, the series that I'm going to be playing with XTRG, Tortuga, and myself. We have indeed exchanged turns, but I haven't had a chance to record my own. I've had a couple of personal things going on, and frankly, I've just been sick the last few days, so I'm a little bit behind on that. What I will say is To End All Wars will be pushed back 1 week. I know I've done this once before, but it will be pushed back 1 week, and it will launch next week, Wednesday. Instead, we're going to return to Ultimate General Civil War and the Battle of Antietam with today's video. With that being said, I did want to go ahead and make just a couple quick announcements about the next few days on the channel. As no doubt some of you are aware, the promised Total War Empire Divided comes out on the 30th. We're just a couple days away. In fact, midnight tonight, that game will come out. So my tentative plan for the next few days, Ultimate General Civil War today. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and get a first look video out at Total War Empire Divided. I'm not sure if I'll have the ability to do that. Some of that depends on what time it releases. I'm not sure if it's a midnight release, a 2 in the morning release, or if it's something that won't come out till 10 a.m. on Thursday, in which case I'll be working. So either Thursday morning first thing or Friday morning first thing, you'll see my first impressions video. After that first impressions video the following day, either be it Thursday or Friday, we will see the first episode in my historical series looking at Total War Rome Empire Divided. And then we will alternate days with that series. So every other day, a new historical video will come out looking at Total War Rome Empire Divided, the new DLC just coming out. One last thing before I go into the game, I will also be live streaming Total War Rome Empire Divided as soon as I'm able to figure out when I'll be able to get access to it. Right now, that probably means a late night stream on Thursday going into Friday morning and posting videos thereafter. I will be using the footage from the live stream, chopping out the audio, and then putting in my historical narration for all the videos in the series. So long story short, Empire Divided is going to be a new series on the channel. It will be starting very shortly, and that will probably be the first video Friday morning, and then for the first impressions, and then after that I will start the historical series every other day. I'll still continue to post Ultimate General Civil War footage, and I will also, the following Wednesday and every Wednesday after that, will be posting our To End All Wars footage. Every Wednesday will be the To End All Wars series. In addition to that, there may be one other day in the week where I throw stuff together and put it in, but it depends on how quickly we can move the multiplayer series. With that being said, sorry for the delay in all of that, sorry for the rambling. Let's go ahead and get back to Ultimate General Civil War and the Battle of Antietam. We're returning to part 3 of the Battle of Antietam. I believe it's part 24 of my overall Let's Play of the Confederacy as I play through the Grand Campaign and see if we can win independence for the Confederacy. In parts 1 and 2, we took a strong strong Union attack on our left flank, and in this particular video, the Union's beginning the assault on Burnside's bridge on our far right flank. Our troops overall are in really strong positions and in really good strength, so I'm pretty confident that the battle's going to end as a victory, but we'll see how things play out. This was taken from a live stream from just a few days ago on the channel, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to myself. The audio you'll be hearing from here on out is going to be from that live stream, so you may hear me kind of talking to myself or talking to the audience. That is why it's in that format. But I'll go ahead and sit back, relax, and allow you guys to enjoy. Catch you guys at the end. Lynch is going to advance. 1855s are dealing with Irwin here. Serious Union efforts here continue to break our left. Why are you out in the open there? Go ahead and fall back into those woods. Alright. My good's destroying this Yankee group as well. Lynch is turning Federal flank. Alright, so another battery of enemy artillery destroyed over here. You can get into these woods here and deal with this enemy artillery. There's a couple batteries. That's going to be a tough line to crack. Hancock really going to charge off after these guys? By all means, waste your energy, Hancock. Oh god. Really need like 2 volleys, but they've got a couple of batteries here. That's going to make that tough. This may be a bad proposition. What about at the bridge? Alright, so they are charging the bridge. Morton's brigade is holding its own. And as soon as they get in volley range, we've got multiple brigades able to rip into them. You can see there Tyler's brigade just evaporating. I don't even have my artillery in position yet. I'm bringing some up. Especially if they're not going to bring multiple brigades against us, I don't see how they're going to break through there. Meanwhile, on this flank... feels like the enemy's effort is kind of spent. Alright, so that battery's driven back. Lynch is taking some canister fire. There's 2 more batteries we have to deal with, but we've got a lot of infantry to deal with it. Tompkins was pushed back, so the 1855s will keep pressing forward. Again, these artillery guns are mostly in the open. You can see here the 1855s just ravaged that battery. Hancock's still out here somewhere. Ah! Trickster, sitting in the wood line there. Couldn't see ya. How's the attack going here still? Still okay. Don't think... Okay, Anton, I'm waiting for it. Alright. Didn't we have a supply wagon we were calling for? Yeah, Burton's. Alright, get over here and provide more ammo to these guys. These guys are running low on it. Our cavalry's gonna come up here. I think we're gonna try and charge these guns from the rear. Gonna keep pressing forward with our infantry. Hancock, you're gonna be dealt with by Lynch. He still has ammo. Magoot, you're gonna charge into these guys whose morale has already got to be pretty much shot. Have good morale cavalry charge into them when they can't even return fire. Hopefully that does them in a bit. I don't know who Arnold's shooting at. Didn't look like he was hitting anything, though. Alright, so Magoot just destroyed that battery. Advance onto this one. Man, these Lamat or Colt Revolver melee cavalry are really effective dealing with enemy batteries if there's no infantry support. That battery's gone. What are you doing, Arnold? Why can't you shoot those guys? What are you blocked by? What are you blocked by? Oh, okay, there you go. Your volley. Thompson's routing. Arnold's out of ammo, though. That's a problem. Means his reload rate's going to be very slow. Good. I know I don't ideally want my cavalry charging into enemy infantry, but we'll do it. Overall, we're holding... Wait. Where'd that enemy supply wagon come from? Why are they just, like, chilling in our lines? Alright. Sumner shouldn't block. A single soldier on horseback could not block. Alright, Hancock's routing now. Man, this cavalry, this unit is really punching above its weight today. Alright, Brooks is routing. These 1855s are losing a lot more casualties than I would like. Alright, Monroe's battery's getting a good healthy volley. Damn, it's a big battery though. They're gonna fire canister. These guys are reloading pretty damn fast though for these guns. Some of these brigades are just melting away. They just won't stop fighting until there's literally no one left. Looks like Hancock's done for though. My goat's gotta continue following him and destroy, destroy everything that might offer resistance here. Monroe, you gotta be almost dead. Alright, so you just drove him back at least. Enemy wagons just like chilling back here. Alright. Keep pushing them, keep pushing them. Keep up your fire, keep up your fire. Pour into them, boys. Alright. Another infantry brigade. 3 brigades just ravage that battery of artillery. As you can see here, I'm heavily focusing on the enemy artillery. That's the real threat, I think, to any advance, as we're really advancing into the enemy rear at this point. Lynch, maybe you can capture that supply wagon. Monroe's in the open now, so he should be pretty exposed to a good healthy volley here from the 1855s. In any event, he's continuing to retreat. Go ahead and get Lynch up there. Get these supplies back behind our lines. Burnside's brigade is ineffectually attacking this bridge, I suppose. Meanwhile, the center bridge is, again, well defended. Really, the only risk at this point to us is on our other flank. So it seems to me. I suppose there's always the risk the enemy sneaks a unit into the actual town. So I'm going to pull one brigade. I'm going to pull Reed's brigade back into the town, just in case. Again, what the heck are these guys doing over here? Do we have a... just random Union supply wagons running around? Getting lost, I guess? Actually, we could use these federal supplies up here. These brigades are out of ammo pretty much. They're almost out of ammo. Right, fire into Bartlett's flank. Finish him. Finish him! Last full measure of devotion and made it great. The movie? Yeah, Gettysburg's just too popular though. Like when you're talking about most well-known American battles, Gettysburg's up there. Lynch is coming in behind the enemy lines. Captured supply wagon. We're trying to turn the Federals, I guess, out of these positions here all entirely. Kind of got them... what am I doing? Kind of got them a little bit exposed out here now that they're shifting their effort. Their line has to be susceptible to being rolled up. Meanwhile, enemy's losing a lot of troops here on the flank, but not making a serious effort, I don't think, at the bridge, or if they are, we're stopping them cold. Got troops on every bridge and every ford. My good, I kind of lost track of our cavalry genius here, but pull him forward here. This artillery looks like it's been routed. Monroe's battery. Alright, we're going to bring the Mississippis, Lynch, we're going to bring the Texases out as well. We're going to try and start sweeping up the enemy line. I think we might do it. Supply wagon, come on. Get up there and give these guys some ammo. Meanwhile, get this cavalry out here. They've inflicted 1,300 casualties to just 200 of their own. Most effective cavalry brigade I have seen in this game in my limited experience. Alright, replenishing those 1855s. Get Arnold some new ammo. Maggoot's gonna come finish Brooks off. If he survives the volley that's about to come to him from these Enfields. Alright, lots of blue bellies running. Run them from the field. And continue advancing. We can just kind of extend our line, if you will. And hopefully sweep these guys up. Alright, the cavalry just destroyed them. This wagon will follow the advance. Could go capture those supplies, but I think the cavalry is going to be more useful in kind of helping to mop up some of these artillery batteries, which are coming in behind. So we've got 2 hours and 31 minutes left in this fight. Not real time, by any stretch. Anton. Honestly, I don't remember what you said, but I appreciate it if you keep things respectful on the channel, as always. And I try and maintain a welcoming atmosphere for all parties. I do sometimes, you know, get a little bit blunt with my own language and rhetoric from time to time. All right. So I think we're gonna sweep them. We're gonna drive them from this field. Probably won't destroy them all because I think they're gonna get out of our way before we can. But I think we're gonna crush this entire federal position. Dana's brigade there getting caught in the flanking vice. Haynes brigade, Orphan brigade kind of coming up as reserves. Supply surrendered, very good. They're already empty, so why don't you just retreat off the map? And then our cavalry will come down as this... We're going to be pushing them against the Potomac River. Granted, it's off map, but the Potomac River's right here. It was the body of water the Confederates had to contend with withdrawing against, and the Yankees really, Yankees or Union or whatever, really missed a golden opportunity to push Lee's battered army up against the river, and they failed, allowing him to slip away. It was a natural body of water. Theoretically, the Union could have pushed up, you know, against him and crushed him against a natural obstacle, but they didn't. As was so often the case during the war, the Union missing golden opportunities to go for the throat. You can see here, these guys are all starting to get destroyed from the field. I think the Union get like 60,000 reinforcements to their reinforcement pool, which was 104,000 troops at the start of the fight. So they're not going to be weaker at this point in the campaign after the next battle, but hopefully this will prevent their army from becoming some kind of a death stack that we can't deal with. That's my hope anyway. I guess what I didn't realize until discussing and reading the rules and kind of looking at some developer comments was there's this carryover pool of troops and resources. You know, when you see what the enemy army size is, what that's actually telling you is the total number of total manpower they have to pull into a battle. Now, they don't necessarily pull the entire force for any given battle, but it's what they could, what the AI could, and it's somewhat random, but it's also determined by the size of your force how many troops they actually pull out of that pool. But if you completely extinguish that pool, then they don't have the ability to, pull more than what they have available to them. Another federal supply wagon. Like, I just don't... This kind of feels like a glitch. Like, where are all these guys coming from? Alright. We're losing a lot of casualties with a lot of good weapons, but hopefully with all these Yankee casualties we're inflicting, we're going to capture some of those back. Alright, good. Does his job again. Finishes off Dana's brigade. Draws some fire from Crawford. I don't even have enough enemy to... We could probably push across the river here and try and destroy the Yankee troops on this side of the river. Supplies surrendered. Nice. I don't know where those guys came from, but... Alright. More troops running and being destroyed. Crawford's brigade is running. Gorman's brigade is next. Haven't destroyed Crawford's brigade yet. Alright, we're going to advance Wilcox and the rest of these troops that we're kind of holding in place on our flank. Maygut will prevent him from retreating that direction. We'll try and get some skirmishers and block the southern route so there's a little bit less chasing of the enemy. But I think we're in the final couple of hours of this battle. This battle just became the bloodiest battle to put in the butcher's hat. Well, no, I think Richmond during my Union playthrough will always, hopefully, I will never see a bloodier battle than that when we lost 96,000. Actually, over, I think, 100 of our, 120,000 man army. That was bad. And we lost, so... I'm guessing also keeping that enemy manpower pool manageable is important, especially when you think about, what the enemy might have, especially in a Union campaign. What the enemy might have to bring against us. You know, wiping the field clean, I never really thought of it as being that important. But when you think about the fact that I'm going to have to attack Washington, which I imagine will be close to 100% of whatever they have available will be there, I think it's more important than I realized. Alright, that brigade's gone. Alright, Benton's skirmishers are dealing with Gorman's brigade, trying to close the southern escape. Alright. So the Gibraltar brigade is retreating. It's hard to keep up. I know we're leaving large numbers of our troops behind, too. We'll see. I don't know if I want to push across. I don't think I could manage attacking all of their troops simultaneously in this fashion, where we're advancing on everything, trying to destroy everything they have. If we're doing the center and the right flank. Unless it was, just non-stop pausing, which I don't really feel like doing. But we'll see where we're at once we finish destroying these guys up here. If I feel like pushing across. I don't want to lose too many casualties if I don't have to. The one we all drank too much and thought you streamed. You mean drank too much? How much have you had to drink tonight? I think Cross Keys was the one I didn't stream. One of them I just recorded on demand. By the way, for those of you who are looking forward to the To End All Wars series with XTRG and Tortuga and myself, that will probably not air till next week, Wednesday. I was trying to push to get the first, full-blown turn in for tomorrow, but it's just not going to be ready. There are a few technical pieces we've been working through that have prevented it from getting in quite yet. But know that we're working on it. Actually, we've been chatting back and forth on Discord most of the afternoon about it. So that will be coming. Just probably won't be coming till next week. And if you're watching this video on demand, it may already be out by the time this particular video airs. I'm not sure. Come on, Cav. Finish them. We're running too fast. We can't keep up. I guess let's do this. Let's see if we can sweep in around their flank. If I can get around their flank by crossing these 3 brigades across the ford, getting astride Burnside's flank, then I might attack him from 2 directions at once. Alright, nice. I get just finished off the 1 brigade, and Gibraltar Brigade is running again after taking 2 volleys. Under 400 men, so I think probably catch up to him and destroy him. Oh, never mind. The skirmishers did it. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can get these 3 brigades astride the Federals. Fast forward a bit. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't want to run them. Remember, these guys all have, well, why not? They all have smoothbores. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to come across bridges. It only makes sense, you know, we're going to be horribly exposed unless we can get the enemy turned in the other direction. Which it looks like we'll have some time to do. Newt Gingrich Revolutionary War Total War? I didn't know there was a Rev War Newt Gingrich alternative history. I've read, I want to say the first 2, a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. I read the first 2 in the Gettysburg alternate history for Gingrich. Let's try and get 2 brigades across this bridge. Oh, shit. Dunker Church? What did they secure it with? Well, give me a frickin' break. They just snuck in behind us? Well, that won't last. What did they even sneak in there with, like 700 troops? Uh-huh. You gentlemen just signed your own death warrant. Alright. So, the 1st Brigade crossing the bridge just died. We re-secured Dunker. Stockton got across the river. Yeah, we need to do a better job of pushing these guys back if we're really going to have an effective attack across the bridge here. Alright, advance. You gotta fire into Welsh's flank, I think, to help keep... What is Stockton even carrying? Springfield, so at least he's not using good weapons. Okay, what about these guys? First Brigade. We're not going to destroy the whole Yankee army, but we certainly got a good portion of it. Okay, Stockton is about to retreat. Longstreet also wasn't really providing much support. Let's get Stafford across the bridge now. We've turned the Federal lines. So I think we can start crossing the bridge a little bit easier now. Most of their troops are not facing us. We've got a Christ as well in our command. I'll have to check it out. Try Men's Souls, Valley Forge, and victory at Yorktown. Alright. I'll check it out. Is it like a alternate if the British had won in the Rev War? Is that sort of the premise? Because his Civil War ones were what if the Confederacy won at Gettysburg. I think the Union still ends up winning the war. I'm not sure. I haven't read the third book. I'm pretty sure they still end up winning when Grant comes east. I feel like they left Hancock's spot in kind of an ambiguous place. I remember him charging up like the Pipe Creek. They were kind of fighting at Pipe Creek, and I think Hancock went down with an injury. But I don't remember if they ever clarified his role. Like what happened to him. We could keep fighting and sweep the Federals completely from the field. Do we really want to do that? Do we want to keep fighting? We've won the battle. No, let's just finish. Alright, so we won the Battle of Antietam. Victory! Yay! We had 64,000 troops deployed. We lost 14,000. The Federals lost 40,000 men. 2/3 of their army destroyed. Some cavalry, 120 guns. That's a lot of artillery. Yeah, overall, what did we do? So, rescued weapons. I'm curious because we lost a lot of casualties. We rescued about 1,600 of our own Enfield, 1,600 of our own Lorenzas, and 800 of our own Harper's Ferries, as well as 700 Mississippi. So we lost 14,000 men. We rescued more than 5,000 of our own good guns. So about a third. Additionally, in terms of captured weaponry, we captured 8,500 1855 Harper's Ferries, 984 Springfield 1855s, 285 Enfield. So our captured weaponry, when added to our rescued weaponry, basically means that we stayed net neutral. But artillery is where we got the boon. We captured 1,800 Napoleons, 10 10-pound Parrots, 9 10-inch ordnance rifles. That's a lot of artillery. We captured over 30 artillery, or sorry, I can't do math. Yeah, no, over 30 artillery pieces, or 37 enemy artillery pieces were captured by us. So overall, tremendous victory. The best unit of ours, what did they do? They inflicted 3,200 enemy casualties. The Enfield Brigade, although they did lose about 50% of their own force. The Stonewall Brigade inflicted similarly, but lost substantially fewer men. If we go down the line of most effective brigades, their first most effective is like Magleton's, which drove off and destroyed Doles's brigade, kind of isolated on its own. But just nothing even close. Like, goodness me. Some of their brigades, I mean, let's see here. Some of these guys, Hexamer lost the worst, 1,500 men. All right, and there you have it, a victory at the Battle of Antietam, a decisive one at that. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, in our next video, we'll take a look at our reorganization and reinforcement of the army, and we will also bring it forward to the next battle in the beginning of the winter campaign of 1862, the Fredericksburg campaign. But with that being said, Antietam is drawn to a close after 3 bloody battles. The Confederacy is on top, and we are moving forward further than I have ever played as the Confederacy in the Grand Campaign. Last time around, I lost at Antietam and lost the campaign. Things are going much better this time around. But with that being said, everybody, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm out.